Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Screen Time. Here are the worst couples in 90 Day Fiancé. Number 7, Nicole and Azan. Immature and lacking chemistry, 90 Day Fiancé Season 4's Nicole and Azan had plenty of issues from the beginning. From family drama to cheating scandals to Nicole's cringeworthy tantrums when Azan wouldn't show her PDA, there was no denying these two had their fair share of relationship problems. Still, perhaps the biggest issue for the couple was that Azan didn't like the way Nicole looked. Physically, I'm attracted to Nicole, he said, but it's not like he's just like, for example, 55%. Ouch. He called her lazy multiple times, most notably during a walk in the desert and when Azan acted as a personal trainer to Nicole at the gym. Between the lack of attraction and the hurtful insults, it's a wonder why they made it through the first season of the show without breaking up. Shockingly, Nicole and Azan are still an item as of September 2019.
Challenges. Like, it's so hard because the distance sometimes has put a lot of hard times on us. And so I really...
Number 6, Molly and Luis. Molly met Luis when she was on vacation in the Dominican Republic. In Season 5 of 90 Day Fiancé, Luis moved into Molly's home with her 2 daughters. However, there were some issues. Molly's oldest daughter, Olivia, didn't like Luis, and the rest of Molly's family didn't like Luis or trust him. When talking about Luis, Molly's father even said, "She doesn't make the best decisions." As time went on, Molly's family was proved right. The two had a complicated relationship and had a lot of strange arguments, such as the time Luis insulted Molly's bedroom decor. By the end of the season, things weren't looking great for the couple. It seemed like they wouldn't get married by the end of the 90 days, but then Molly dropped a bombshell, confessing that she had already married him. The two returned, still married, for 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 3, but after one especially explosive episode, which ended with Luis threatening to call the police, Molly declared, "I 100% do not want to be married to this man anymore." Soon after, they filed for divorce.
You know how I was nervous because I knew once the wedding happened, we only had a couple days for him to get the paperwork in. So I really...
Number 5, Jorge and Anfisa. Jorge and Anfisa always stood out from the rest of the 90 Day Fiancé pack. For one thing, Anfisa didn't try to hide the fact that she was interested in marrying Jorge only for his money, though there's something to be said about her honesty, and her directness was refreshing. Meanwhile, her fiancé, Jorge, lied to her big time. He knew that she was interested in him, at least in part, for his money, and he had the audacity to call her childish when he told her that he lied about being rich. "What's childish is your lie," Anfisa clapped back. But that lie wasn't even half of their troubles. Their relationship went from unsteady to chaotic when Anfisa started to rebel, keying idiot in Jorge's car, kicking him out of their apartment, and even slapping him. Despite all they went through, these two are somehow still together these days. Anfisa is even sticking by Jorge as he serves time behind bars for his infamous marijuana bust in
erratic
Arizona.
behavior from Anfisa, and ultimately a long-term criminal conviction for George. When your relationship is built on lies, contempt, and physical violence, the chances of it ending well aren't good.
Number 4, Ashley and Jay. For a while, Ashley and Jay from Season 6 seemed like two crazy kids who just might make it. They met when Ashley was on vacation in Jamaica, and then they headed off right away. There was a decent age difference with 11 years between them, and there were some doubts about Jay's commitment. Still, there was no denying their chemistry. They seemed to be happy together, and at the end of Season 6, they eloped in Las Vegas. But they weren't happily married for long. Soon after their return home, Ashley found out that Jay had been talking to other women on a dating site. They tried to work through the issue during Season 4 of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, but when Ashley found out that Jay had done much more than chat with women online, that he'd allegedly had sex with a woman in the public restroom, she told him, "If you show up at my house, the police will be waiting to deport your ass." Ashley filed for divorce in January 2019.
Zoo. Can you please return our chimpanzee to the Kingston Zoo upon your next visit to the island? He is greatly missed and needs to be reunited with his family in their pen.
Number 3, Mohammed and Danielle. Season 2's Mohammed and Danielle had an unhealthy relationship from the very beginning, with Danielle's awkward habit of hanging all over Mohammed and Mohammed's not so veiled repulsion of her. It's no wonder things went south so soon after the wedding. Eventually, he left Danielle's Ohio home, and though Danielle went looking for him, Mohammed was long gone. While these two made a terrible couple, they made even worse exes. Mohammed complained about their sex life, and Danielle obsessed over Mohammed's alleged relationships with other women. One of the worst fights involved Danielle confronting Mohammed in Miami, where she screamed, "You're a user, Mohammed, you use me," and threw a pile of documents at him. Danielle went back and forth about whether or not to grant Mohammed a divorce or to get an annulment, which would result in Mohammed potentially being deported. Eventually, they settled on divorce. And finally, one of the worst 90 Day Fiancé relationships of all time reached an end.
Are you here on a K1 visa?
Yes, K1.
Okay. When are you thinking of getting married?
Today.
Oh, wow.
That's why I came here this morning.
Number 2, Darcy and Jesse. Darcy and her Dutch boyfriend Jesse first appeared on Season 1 of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, and it didn't take long for them to get a reputation for being one of the most explosive couples in the show's history. Darcy was sweet but overly sensitive, and Jesse was immature and erratic. The almost 20-year age gap difference didn't help, no doubt. Every episode seemed to have a blow-up or a meltdown from either Darcy or Jesse, and the two appeared to constantly fight. There was the issue of Darcy's drinking, the ongoing argument about whether or not Darcy threw a shoe at Jesse, and countless passive-aggressive fights. One memorable argument started after Darcy wouldn't let Jesse prepare dinner the way he wanted to which Darcy's teenager Aniko finally said, "Both of you guys are acting like you're my age, just grow up, please."
It is an illusion to think that I will become a father at this stage in our relationship.
I want to get out right now.
No, I want to get out right now.
Yeah, keep drinking, Darcy.
You don't love me, you never fit fire.
Number 1, Colt and Larissa. Colt and Larissa had so many problems during their engagement on 90 Day Fiance. Larissa feuded with Colt's cousin, she and Colt's mother Debbie argued constantly, and of course, there was the issue of Colt and Larissa not seeming to get along. The tension in their relationship started way back on their first episode when Colt didn't bring her flowers when he picked her up from the airport, and things only got worse from there. But that was nothing compared to the stress of Larissa getting arrested right before their wedding. Apparently, when Colt and Larissa were fighting one night, Colt called the police and Larissa was taken to jail. The charges were eventually dropped, and the couple reportedly hoped to move on from the incident. But then Larissa was arrested again after they were married, and then again for a third time in January 2019. At one point, Larissa flushed her wedding ring down the toilet. It was surely a sign of the fate of their marriage because the couple finalized their divorce in late April 2019. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.